All right, just setting up. Excuse me, just a minute. Can't stand all this stuff. Your face on camera and all that. I get fed up of it, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? It's people with their dark ass spirits as well. Baba Kashaba. Anyway, we're gonna get into this. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all the honors, the praises, the glory belongs to Yahweh by Sham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Maharakat Badash. Honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few, a very few brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days, because you know we're living in the last days of the last days. So without further ado, we're going to flow with the Spirit. And I just hope this is edifying. And again, thank you, Yahweh Shai, for giving me another day to be able to minister to the elect in hopes that they will be saved within these last days. You already know what to expect, right? When you come out here, you know you're gonna have NPCs, those that are basically their brains are cooked with MK Ultra and so forth from bots. You already know what to expect when you step out. Listen, it's nothing but the forces of darkness that are trying to suppress you and trying to suppress your voice. That's all it is. All right? You got the cars, right? There's certain cars, they're parked up. Bro, you can't contain the Holy Spirit. It doesn't matter what you do, you cannot contain. Oh yeah, let's see if we can contain him. And park the car around there. You park that car. You fucking idiot, man. You can't contain the Holy Spirit. The Spirit is free flowing. It's like the wind, you cannot tell where it goeth, where it cometh. Right? And we're going to keep talking about this program as well on what these people do. All right? We're going to go to Ephesians 4. I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord. Yeah, we're prisoners. We're prisoners of hope. Of the Lord, I beseech you that you walk worthy of the vocation. And another thing, brothers, if any of you got some spare time and you're watching this video, once you've watched it, look at all the people that may walk or ride past or jog past just at this video, and you're gonna see how real this really is. Baba Kasha, you're gonna be able to catch things. Let's check this out. I beseech you, therefore, that you walk worthy, key thing, of the vocation which you are called. So yeah, we can't just be doing anything. Now we got to walk worthy of his vocation, worthy of it. Can't just be doing anything now. You have to be acceptable. Baba Kisha to him. You gotta be acceptable. You see the honey pots and thing. You see all that? You gotta walk acceptable of his calling. What they want to do, they want to cage your. I told you, they want to cage your spirit in. This ain't something I'm making up. There's spirits that are dedicated to trying to suppress the truth or suppress you or keep your boxed off or whatever. There's spirits dedicated to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, hey, listen. This is something else, man. This is something else. See how much drug? Oh, another person coming out of the woodworks. You see? This is why certain brothers, you have to be sometimes, don't always be out in the public. For sometimes you move off somewhere, you go somewhere else. Know what I mean? These are cults, by the way. Cults, Satan worship. So don't get caught up on no madness. Just teach the word, and the Lord's going to do the rest. Let's go. Early morning lesson. I want to go to Matthew 3. I'm going to jump straight to. Actually, go to Matthew 2. And when Yahushua was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod, the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, where is he that is born the King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and are come to worship him. All right? So they were given signs, what you call omens, what some people call omens, that the Messiah was born and he was on the scene. And we've come to worship him. But guess what? No, Herod didn't want to worship the Messiah. Guess what he wanted to do? Take him out. When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. So it says he was troubled. and all of Jerusalem with him. So why was he troubled? Why was he troubled? And why does it say and all Jerusalem with him? Why does it say that? Because Herod was he was a false Jew. He was a false king. And that was the beginning of the end for them when Yahushua came on the scene. Because it was prophecy. You was gonna have a child that would change the whole dynamic of everything upon earth. That was Yahushua. And it says, check this out. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes and the people together, he demanded of them where Mashiach should be born. So before the Messiah was even born, you already had a setup of I keep saying it, yeah, of religious leaders. Of religious leaders that had their own thing going, that had their own setup going. And they said unto him, in Bethlehem of Judea, for thus is it written by the prophet, and of the Bethlehem in the land of Judah are not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. It says, out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. Who's that governor? The Lord Yahushua. So they were able to see this through reading prophecy in Jeremiah. Here goes more perps, you see? You see that? Yeah. So they were able to know that, right? The Messiah, he's coming. They were able to know those things. They were able to pick up on it. Right, Baba Kashar, that you would have who? A Messiah to come out of what? Jerusalem. And the star. What was the star? Star represents a chariot. Baba Kashar. Baba Kashar. Now you got all these, you seeing this you seeing it in real time. So you made me think, why am I going into this? Because again, Baba Kashar, you had very important people blessed by the Lord that were upon earth, and they were targeted for their spiritual, not just for their spiritual ability, because they were different. Facts. So yeah, that happened. Why? Because he was a holy child. Holy. Separate. Okay? Holy child. So what do you think is going to happen to you from the moment you're born? Yes, from the moment you're born. What do you think? The elect, different DNA, different minds, they're different, right? So what do you think is going to happen to you from birth? You think the doctors don't know this is a special child, in the right way, by the way. It's a special child. You see? Bro, they're hiding a lot of things from you, but you got to know your power. You got to know your identity, because if you don't know your power, if you don't know your identity, then the Lord, guess what? Guess what he's going to do? Now, guess what the enemy's going to do? Give you a false identity. It's happened to me, and you got to break that off. You got to cast down strongholds and know your identity in Yahushua, in Mashiach. Know your identity. Right? These people are bugging. These people out here, they're bugging out. These people out here are bugging out. They're losing their mind. They have to watch us. I've told you about this. Don't be scared. They have to. They don't want to. They don't want to come out this early. They have to watch us. For whatever reason. And that's good. More attention for us. You know what I'm saying? But we just ignoring these bozos because they're not going to stop the word. They're not going to stop this word. But yeah, they have to watch us. Whether they want to or not. Okay? Which is a form of trafficking, by the way. So they're making people participate in human trafficking or watch him anytime he said that's human trafficking. So that's what you're pushing then. That's what you're pushing. Then when someone mentions it, you get funny. Well, what would you do if every time you went out, you would have people watch? That's human trafficking. Some man wants to have their way with you. It's another form of slavery. Right? Come on. Think I'm stupid. Baba Kushar, Baba Kushar. I belong to the Lord's, man. That's who I belong to. We were bought with a price. Fools. These NPCs, they don't question nothing. Baba Kushar. Damn fools. Let's go to Romans 10. Baba Kushar. You participating in such a thing. Huh. That's why you got to be circumspect, man. Right? You don't know if you've been sold on a what do you call it? The dark web. You know about all those things, right? You know they can sell your data on the dark web, right? Now you have these cults following you. Yeah, we love his body. We want his body. You got to be careful out here, bro. It's serious. Be careful what you're doing as well. Even when you're on these platforms, be careful because you never know who might be watching. Remember, technology is advanced. Be doing all types of things now. Yeah, we want his liver. You got to be mindful of what you're doing in these times. Dangerous. You got dark web, you got hackers, you got all them things going on. You got cults out here. So you got to be mindful. So yeah, brothers, you got to be mindful of what's going on. I'm very mindful because the things I've been through, the spiritual warfare, the Lord's going to show you the demons in people's faces as well. Have you ever heard of contortion? Have you ever heard of contortion? You're going to see that as well. What's contortion? When a person's face changes the appearance of their face. You're going to see that. That's manifestations. Oh, no. Maybe you never saw that. Maybe you never saw that. No. I think you're just overthinking things. No. These people are manifesting because the veil is getting thinner. So you're going to start seeing more demonic activity. It's going to be more in your face now. Because you're in the truth. The Lord is not going to show you a lie. The Lord is just going to show you the truth. That's why he's going to show you the truth. If you really believe in him, you're going to have people manifesting. Things are going to be more out in the open now. You're not going to be able to hide behind them same demons that you worship. No, sir. Right? You're not going to be able to do that. Huh? Go to Ephesians. See that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but unto wise. Circumspectly. Full circle. Speckly. They're all out now. Speckly from eyes. They're all coming out now. So you got to look. Look. Observe your surroundings. Because your discernment, that's your protection. Like the shirt. It's nice. So the discernment, that's the protection. Okay? Use discernment. All right? Discernment, that is your protection. So you're able to observe your surrounding and what's going on in today's time. All right? So you got to use that. That is your protection, your discernment. Okay? You got to use it. It's some weird business. But welcome to the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Matrix. The Matrix, bro. You see what they're doing though. Listen, I'm not the Messiah. I'm not the Messiah. I just want to let you know that this masonry thing, you got to be careful as well. So lucky, I'm going into so many. This masonry thing, guess what they do? They need scapegoat. So this is why I say it's all right to go out there and teach, but just be mindful. Masonry, they try to offshoot their sins on someone else, which the term in Leviticus would be known as a scapegoat. Billy goats. It's in the Bible. They call it, the Jewish, they call it Azazel. The Jewish call it Azazel. So you think they don't sacrifice people out here? This is what I say. It's good to teach, but you got to know when to get the hell out of the way. Azazel. This is Freemasonry, by the way. Freemasons, what they do, they try to dump their sins upon an individual, and this individual ends up, you see it in America, you see it in the UK, crashing a car into a building or shooting up a school and so forth. Why? Because the Masons put their sins upon the individual. Now the Lord's got us, so the Lord ain't gonna allow that to happen to us, but this is what they do. They try to offshoot their sins on someone else. This is why when people are speaking to you, you got to be careful. Be aware of what they're saying. Be aware of what they're saying. Projection is another form of scapegoating. Projection, man. Why do people project? We're going to go into John. Come on, you ain't fooling no one around here. Listen to when you speak to people. John. Scapegoating is in the Bible. It's when you would take a what? You would take a lamb out into the wilderness, out into the woods, and you cast all your sins upon that lamb. That's according to the old Levitical law, right? And you would kill that lamb in the wilderness and put all your sins upon it. These people are dark and demonic. And now they're doing a little circle thing, their little ritual. Now, none of that works with us, man. Bear with me. These things are real. And that's why you would have prayed, which you are, you're covered by the blood of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? You're covered by his blood. You understand? Yeah, they have to watch you. They're under orders, man. They ain't got no choice, man. All right? They have to watch you. So they're taking out time to watch you. You know what I'm saying? It's ex-military as well, and it's contractors. We know what's going on, man. Let's gonna go to John, but you ain't still in our faith. This is John 10 and 9. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved and go in and go out and find pasture. It says, if any man enter in, he shall go in, go out and find pasture. So what's the pasture? It's this word. You see the green hair? This will be deemed as pasture. That's why it says go in and go out and you will find that pasture. And what do sheep do? They graze. What do stock do? They graze. Right? More spirit. Perpetrator spirit. See, we're used to this now. Right? It's an everyday routine for us. Right? But that's not supposed to sway us. What's happening on the outside of us is not supposed to sway your faith because it's not real. It's like the Matrix, man. And the Matrix, what's the Matrix? It's a false paradigm. So you got to be able to see outside of that and really focus on the Lord's and be zoned in and not distracted by the things that are going on outside of you, because it's outward things. You know what I'm saying? It's out, and we know the military are also running this as well, and private contractors, because they have a computer as well with your data on it. We're not stupid out here. You see how many people have walked past? What's the time? It's 8:14. It's 8:14. I came out here about what 7:30, probably earlier than that. All right. Oh, more people. Look. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. All right, the Lord's in control, man. All right. All right. The Lord is in control. Baba Kishar. You know? Yeah, man. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Baba Kishar. So listen, the Lord is in control, man. Listen, this is his movie. All right? Yeah, you know what I mean? This is his movie. You know what I mean? The thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. I'm coming that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. What they're trying to do is, well, hold on. A lot of these people, listen, a lot of these people even look unaware. A lot of these people that come out, they even look unaware. They're just looking at the sign, looking at. Well, a lot of this is technology, brothers. A lot of this is technology. I can't fully explain it, but it's supernatural. Some supernatural stuff. You see it, right? You see it, right? It's super. How can you explain it? You can explain it by the scriptures. The enemy, you're a threat to him. He's gonna send people your way, right? That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna send people your way, whether good people, evil people. And the reason for projection. Let's go to John. People are projecting. Projection. Actually, you know what? Let's go to John 4 instead. Salakia. Forget about the projection thing now. John 4, they're trying to throw you off your pivot point. They're trying to distract you. All right? John 4 at 34. Because that's how this system feeds. It feeds upon people, right? People are energy. People are energy. Energy sources out here. John 4 and 34. Yahweh shall say unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish the work. That's the meat. That's the work. Oh, does he work? Does he work? Is he working? Listen. Do your gang stalkers work? No. No. No, they don't. And what's that to you anyway, idiot? Brothers do work. We got better jobs than you. Most of us got better jobs than you, but what does that matter anyway? Mm? My meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish his work. And by the way, a lot of these joggers, they're under MK Ultra. Their brains are fried. Okay, maybe. Say not ye, they are yet 4 months, and then cometh harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields, for they are white, or ready to harvest. So let's get out, all right? Let's do that work. And he that reapeth receiveth wages. He that reapeth receiveth wages. It says it. Got to reap. You got to sow. Don't be lazy. And gather fruit unto eternal life. So what's ahead to gather the fruit? Who the fruit? Those that listen. And it says, Baba Kashar, and both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together. And heaven is the saying true. One soweth, another reapeth. I said to you to reap that whereon you bestow no labor, another man labor. It says it. And you enter into their labors. It says, another man labors, and you entered into their labors. So other men have labored, and you've entered, hold on, Corinthians. See if we can find that. Was this, it's labor. It's labor. You see all this that's going on around. You see, don't focus on that. This is some type of MK Ultra program, bro. But it's gonna be revealed anyway, right? It's gonna be revealed. It's gonna be revealed. Anything I don't know about that's happening to me, the Lord will reveal it. 2 Corinthians 3, and we're gonna jump straight to verse 9. For we are laborers together with God. Ye are God's husbandry, you are God's building. So who's God's building? The church. That's the building, right? And it really begins with the people first. You don't have a church unless you have men. So the church really begins with what? Men first, all right? And it says, Baba Kushal, now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his labor. So you're going to receive a reward, but it's according to the labor that you've put in for Yahushua, according to your labor, according to your effort, which you're not going to be saved by your works. You're saved by grace, but you still show the works, you show your faith through the works. And it says, Baba Kashar, according to the grace of God, which is given unto me as a wise master builder. You listening? I've laid the foundation. They got more of their dark cult members. She's gonna walk past me, Sarah. Listen, the gates of hell shall not prevail against the church, man. We ain't scared of no dark witches, man. So it says, Baba Kashar, check this out. According to the grace of God, which is given unto me, a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. So guess who's laid the foundation? Yahweh, and another has built thereon. I want you to see what's going on around me as well. I don't want you to, the reason I'm saying this, so you see what's going on. These are witches, these are familiar spirits, right? These are familiar spirits, but they don't have no power because you're not the old man. They know your past, but they don't know your future. That's why they're called familiar spirits, because they're familiar with you. They're familiar with your family line. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're familiar with, right? But that's why you have to become a new man, because they don't know the new man. They only know the old man. Okay? And it says, Baba Kishar, I have laid the foundation, another build thereon, but let every man take heed how he buildeth thereon. So who laid the foundation? Yahweh Shai. He's the cornerstone which the builders rejected. You can't reject the cornerstone. You reject the cornerstone, you can't get that building finished. You cannot build if you reject that cornerstone. The cornerstone is Yahweh Shai. This goes into Freemasonry. A cornerstone, right at the corner, biggest stone, you build around it and on top of it. That's how you have a foundation. If you don't have a cornerstone, your building ain't going to be straight. You need a corner, but they've rejected. You hear that? You hear that? So that's the purpose. Beep, 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 beep. It's all mind control. Don't even feed into that. It's not about they want your mind. But anyway, so Yahweh Shai is what? The cornerstone, the foundation. And let every man take heed how he buildeth. So we got to take heed how we're building. Because you see a lot of men building, that building may not stand unless the Lord build that house. How should it remain? Paraphrasing, how should it remain? It come to know if the Lord ain't built, it's gonna come. And this is what you're seeing with these camps as well. You got camps that are going out on Saturdays, but they're in a wicked spirit. They're in the spirit of Sal. They're in the spirit of the house of Sal. We're gonna go into that. Let's finish this off. For other foundation can no man lay that is laid, which is of Yahweh Mashiach. So you can't come in no other way. Now, if any man build upon this foundation, gold, silver, precious stones, wood, stubble, it says it. Gold, precious stones, wood, and stubble. So wood doesn't stand against what? Fire. Stubble, that's residue of fire. Gold, precious stone, that gets refined. So those that are gold and precious stones, guess what's going to happen? They're going to be refined by what? The purging of the Lord Yahweh Shai. All right? The Lord's going to reveal everything. These people that are, watching you, this is government funding, by the way. This is a billion-pound industry. The people that are, watching you in the community, it's a billion-pound industry. But let's stay on topic. We're going into a lot of things right now. And it says, every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. So if it says every man shall what? Work shall be declared, because it shall be revealed by fire. What's the fire? Testing. Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So now you're going to be put through that furnace of adversity. Tried. When you go to Peter's, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. It's a trial. It's a test. Whether you pass it, that's down to the Lord. But Lord willing, we will pass it. And it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. So when we get put through these situations, now you're being tried with that fire. And you just better hope and pray that you come at the other side of that fire purged and acceptable. It's a test. All right? Baba Kishar. See how we done that stupid thing? Ding! Clown. They're trying to create triggers as well, right? Listen, you got to understand, this world that you're living in, it's not real. The trees are real. The water over there, the river, that's real. The sky, yeah, that's real. Which they want to alter the sky and all that, but this truth is real, but everything else is fake. Even the people that are going to church today, faking, robbing the congregation, prosperity doctrines and gospels, right? That's what it is, fake. You're going to have people going to church today, and guess what? They're not worshiping the Lord in truth. They're not going to be worshiping the Lord Jehovah Shai in truth, as the scriptures tell you to do. Worship him in truth. They're not doing that. On the pulpit, nice suit, all that, robbing your congregation, not ready telling them about the things that are going to come, warning them, because it's Sunday today, right? Worship of the sun, right? And not that sun. They're not worshiping the Son of God. They're worshiping something else. Yeah, but it is actually sun worship. And it also worship, who is it? What's it? Serapis Christus. They also worship Serapis Christus as well, right? Or should I say Caesar Borgia? So they're worshiping Caesar Borgia as well. That was who? Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo depicted him as the Son of God. And this man, guess what he done? He murdered his sister. Actually, he slept with his sister. Incest. I think he's murdered his brother. And he took down the Medesi family. And that's who you put up as Jesus, the image of Jesus. Nasa. And that's who you put up of the image of Jesus? No. So when people are coming to church, that's who they're worshipping. Serapis Christus, later on, Caesar Borgia. And when you read Revelations, it gives you his description. Read Revelations 1. See? If you're going to worship the Lord, you need to worship him in truth and sincerity, as the scriptures say. All right? You got a pretty thing there, but they're all MK Ultra, man. You're pretty in it, man. But they're all MK Ultra. I didn't say that because anyway. This is Revelations 1. Revelations 1. I'm not giving up. The Lord, I've been through too much and just throw in the towel. I'm not giving up. I don't care what you do. All right? You send your MK Ultra agents. This is Revelations 1. I'm not going to, Lord willing, I want to come back out here again. Soon. What are they going to do? Complain about that? Oh, he's teaching again. It's too much. No, it's too much because you're a demon. That's why. And you have unresolved trauma, as we all do, but you don't want to deal with it. About it's too much. You ever heard someone say that? It's too much. It's too much. Like you're actually living with that person. How is it too much? And that's a good sign. If someone tells you it's too much, then you better keep going. Do more. About it's too much. No, it's not too much. Baba Kasha. Alright? And you got these dark warlocks and all that, scouting towns and all that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the Lord's got us. Just have faith. The Lord has his men. Baba Kasha. Yeah, this is military, bro. It's military, bro. A lot of these people that are riding past me, right, are also ex-military. You can tell. You can tell, bro. So just be wary, bro. Put yourself out there, but know when to like Yahweh Shai. He was out there teaching, but he knew when to withdraw himself at the right time. Right? That guy looks like a dirty warlock, man. You got warlocks out here, man. You got witches, warlocks. And guess who they come after? God's children. Why do they come after God's children? Because they hold the light. They're the energy source. And they don't have no source. What's their source? If you're a witch, where's your light source? You don't have no light source. So therefore, this is why you have this thing called energy harvesting now. We have witches, warlocks. They're looking for the next fix of energy. Because demons can't survive. Demons can't survive unless they have a body and an energy source. So who do they mostly seek to? Those that have that light. But no, you have to do that inner work for yourself. You can't just come around us and expect it. Try to destiny swap. No, it doesn't work. It don't work like that. So what you've seen right now, you know, people walking around the block, circling the block. That's energy. That's energy. There's a. Hold on just a minute. There's a spirit, you know, there's a spiritual element to what they're doing, right? There's a high spiritual element to what they're doing. This is Psalms 59, Baba Kasha. They're trying to conjure up dark energy. This is Psalm 59, Baba Kasha. And black magic. Yeah, listen, none of that stuff works upon us, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, black magic, obia. If you keep your spirit pure, none of that stuff can work upon you, no matter how much they try it, because you're protected by Yahweh Shai. If it was working, you wouldn't have no opportunities. You'd probably be sick all the time. Black magic is negative energies, and people that do things like that, their spirits are very dirty. Have you noticed that they have very dirty spirit? Black magic is energy. It's stagnant energy. But if you're moving, if you're in this word, that stuff won't work on you. Now, people try it. They try it in Africa. They try it in India, right? And does it actually work? It works on people that are not in alignment with their power. That's who it works on. But those that are in alignment with their power, that don't work upon them. You understand? That don't work upon them. So don't be scared of those things. If someone says, I'm going to put a curse on them, go ahead, try it. Go ahead. All right? Because it's not going to work. Certain things you may feel dark energies, but you know how to heal. You see? So that's why they keep trying it and they keep coming around, because you know how to heal. Remember, dark magic is exactly what it is. Dark. It's stagnant energy. Right? Yeah. Thank you, sir. It doesn't work on the elect. It works on those that are not strong. All right? It works on those that have a weak immune system. You see? And don't move around a lot. All right? Be water, as Bruce Lee said. Don't be stagnant. All right? It does work, but it works on people that they don't have a hedge. Check this out. I want to go to Psalm 59 and I want to jump straight to verse 10. The God of my mercy shall prevent me. God shall let me see my desire upon my enemies. Slay them not, lest my people forget. So King David said, don't slay them, don't take them out, don't kill them. Scatter them by their power and bring them down, O Lord, our show. So the Lord Yahushua will scatter them by their power. So King David was praying, don't slay them, my enemies, those that are coming after me, scatter them. You know what, King David, he had people that were out to take his life. Before he had that blessing, but before he became anointed, and even after he was anointed, he had people that were seeking his life because they knew the anointing that was upon him, or that was going to come upon him. So King David, it wasn't all peaches and cream. He was on the run for most of his life. On the run. A lot of people will call that, what do you call it? Someone that's on the run? They call it a criminal, and there's another word for a criminal, there's another word, a fugitive. Now, was King David a criminal? No, he wasn't a fugitive, but he was on the run. You see? It's not all what you see, it's not always what you think it is. Why was he on the run? Because he had Absalom. What was it? I think, was it Absalom his son? He had his son that was trying to take his throne. King Saul was trying to take him out. And Abishai was trying to cursing him as well. All those people. So some of the time you had certain men, they would be in like a hideout. And to let the Lord do his work. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Just follow the instructions of Yahushua. Follow them instructions. The Lord's in control. King David, when you read the Psalms, what he went through. And it says, for the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips. Because these people also walk past you sometimes, talking smack. Right? Gone. They look gone, baby. And it's okay. And it's a very good shot. And it says, consume it. And it says, for the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them be taken in their pride and for cursing and lying which they speak. Because you also got people that try to summon up certain spirits and send them to you. Right? That's why you got to keep yourself clean from the world. So anything they send to you, it can't stick. Consume them in thy wrath and consume them that they may not be, and let them know that God ruleth in Jacob unto the ends of the earth. And at evening, this is a heavy one, let them return. So these same people that are following, stalking you, let them return. Oh my God, they got the honey pots now. Oh my gosh. Bro, everything's being set my way. Let them return and let them make a noise like a dog and go around about the city. So some of these people, they will circle the block and they start making doggy sounds. Like dogs, I've seen it. I've seen children do it. I've seen adults do it. Make doggy noises. That's a form of witchcraft. That's called ventriloquism. Ventriloquism. Look up that word, ventriloquist. It's people that mimic birds and so forth. The scriptures talk about that. And I think it's Isaiah 8 and 10. Hi there, Brother Kishan. You know what I'm saying? You got the honey pots as well. You know what I'm saying? Bro, See, it's all sent our way. It's all given to us. Brothers, we have power out here. We have authority in the spirit and power. Bro, who's sending these people? Bro, this is some occultist network. This is some elitist network. Who's controlling all these people? This is someone that has money. Can you see it? Can you see it? Am I seeing things? This is someone, bro, whoever's watching me, they have shekels. Who do you think it is? Probably them Jewish lads, right? Come on, they're under orders, spirit. I keep telling you, they're under orders. Anyway, let's go back to this, Baba Kishore. And let them make a noise like a dog go around about. I've seen this. People making noises like dogs, right? Go, woof, woof. That's the Lord putting that demonic spirit upon you to do that. Let them make a noise like a dog. And return the city. Remember, a lot of these people, they're into dark practices, right? You can't hex the men of the Lord. You can't hex them, man. You can't hex them and you can't put no curse upon them because the Lord will not allow that. Okay? Obia. They're paying people to do work on us, man. And it says, Baba Krishna, and it says, let them wander up and down for meat and grudge if they be not satisfied. So guess what the Lord ends up doing? He lets them wander up and down. You think I'm making this up? Up and down for meat and grudge if they be not satisfied. So that's what the Lord's doing. He answers our prayers. Let them wander up and down. So they need to walk up and down the street. And the Lord's going to make some of them desolate. Right? There is no enchantment against the sons of Jacob. These are Obia. Who do these women look like? They look like Obia women, right? Listen. High level warfare. That means you have something special. Brothers, do you see this? You see it, right? Brothers have something that they don't want you to know. They don't want you to be aware of. You have something. You have something. That's why you have haters as well. Another thing, you have haters because you have something. And the hater is below you. The hater, yeah, is below you. Because then they wouldn't be hating on you. There's such a thing as critique, honest criticism, and a hater. A hater wants to be where you are. If a hater's hating on you, they're already below you. You don't need to stoop down to their level. Behold, they belch out with their mouth. Belch is burping. Swords are in their lips. They say, doth hair. Who doth hair? Swords are in their lips. They got like a forked tongue. Baba Kishar, what is he? More joggers. More joggers, Baba Kishar. Hey, we're not low with him. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep it going. Keep that momentum. All right? Momentum is very important. There's momentum breakers. And the enemy wants to throw you off your pivot point. I'm understanding this now. The enemy wants to throw you off your pivot point. Right? The enemy, if he can't break you, the enemy wants to neutralize you. So he do that how? By what? Trying to make you inefficient. More honeypots. You see all these women as well. Bro, listen, you're of worth, bro. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of funding. Lot of funding. How many people have went past since I've started this lesson? More than 20 people. Easily more than 20 people, right? Come on. Remember, everything is staged. Everything is staged. Everything is staged. I'm not going to tell you, most of what you see is staged around you. But let's go to Matthew's. Staged. All right. So you got to ask yourself, why are people staging things around you? Because you have the eye salve, which is mentioned in Revelations. The eye salve is a secret oil in the eyes, right? And they wear their Hy-Vee jackets, them bright Hy-Vee jackets, so you can pay attention to them as well. So it's the oil that an owl has in its eyes. So it can see at night time. So you have the oil so you can see what's in dark. The thing is, they want to warp your perception of what you're seeing. They want you to believe what you're seeing. Nah, you're not seeing that. You're only going to see what we want you to see. That's all. That's magic. It's witchcraft. But it doesn't work on you because you have the truth and you're able to see beyond it. All those people just wasted their time. They just wasted their time. Matthew 24. and 24. And there shall arise false Christs. Oh yeah, you got a lot of them today in them churches, telling you the same thing every Sunday, clapping. The music sounds good, but listen, the scripture says, take away from me the noise of thy songs, man. God's fed up of your songs, man. They honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. So what, you're going to go to church on Sunday, then what are you going to do for the rest of the week? Right? What are you going to do for the rest of the week? Huh? Yeah, a lot of it is just acting. Huh? And false prophets, which nothing's wrong with going to church, but if you in a church, you want to make sure that church is actually doing what the scriptures say and not doing their own thing. Because now church is just a big money racket now, big money scheme. Not all, most. Just a big money scheme now. Right? Get that money in, yeah, fill up the bowl, put in your money. Go on. And false prophets. So there's a lot of false prophets out here as well. And shall show great signs and wonders. So you're going to see them doing great signs and great wonders. Great signs, great wonders. What's them great signs? What's them great wonders? It's what? Counterfeit miracles through magic. That's them great signs. That's them great wonders. Counterfeit. What do you see around me right now? Counterfeit individuals. The occultism, that's counterfeit miracles. Can they do certain things? Yeah, but it's counterfeit. Huh. And they're trying to astral project as well. You know, a lot of these people that are walking, they walk like this. They're trying to astral project. But guess what? If you cut them cords, yeah, astral projection is real. What is astral projection? When one comes out of their body. That's astral projection, when one comes out of their body and tries to access you through the spiritual realm. That's astral projection. But what happens when you cut them cords? When you cut them cords, that person can die because they come out of their spirit. And once you cut that cord, they can't return back to their spirit. Anton LaVey, is it Anton LaVey? Guess how he died? Guess how he died? Apparently through astral projection. It's when you come out of your body to travel somewhere, and once that cord is cut, you die. That's a serious thing. Don't get involved in astral projection. That's very serious. Very, 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 very serious. Don't get involved in that. Seek the knowledge of good. You don't need to seek the knowledge of evil. Because you've done evil already. So you know you're seeking the knowledge of good. All right? Listen, these people are wicked, man. Baba Kishar. And it says, Baba Kishar, if it were possible, if it were possible, they should deceive the very elect. If it were possible. You can't deceive the elect. If it were possible. If it were. What does the magician do? A magician, he can manipulate what you see. You ever been watching TV and the camera angles like this, they do this. Or you have a person on TV, they'll be like this while they're talking. They'll be here, then they'll be over there, they'll be like this, then they'll be like that, then they'll be like this. That's all. Listen, this society, that's the principles it operates upon, because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, Job 9:24. So yeah, don't get bugged out. You know, anywhere you go, when you go to work, bro, you are surrounded by witchcraft, so don't be like, oh no! It's everywhere. But once you see it, you know, you're in the word, you abide. Psalms 91. Let's go to Psalms 91. Magic, man. What's magic? Magic is the manipulation of outside sources. What's esoteric? Esoteric knowledge is the manipulation of the things outside of you. That's what esoteric knowledge is. It's the manipulation of things outside of you. That's what it is. All right? Once you know them things can't control you. All right? You ever see the cars? We're going to shut off here soon. We're going to go to Psalm 91. Some of you, right, you see it, right, where you have a car will come out to the left, another car will come out to the right, another car will go straight, and this is where you're on road, right? They're trying to open up portals. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, right? You have a car that goes left, car that goes right, car that goes forward. They're trying to open up some, and even some of you that are living in shared accommodation or whatever, you're living amongst people. You have people that will come into your house, they'll open the door, another will open the door, another will go out, another will open the door. I've been told they're trying to open up, they're trying to invite spirits into that. Listen, these people are dark. Don't tell me they don't know what they're doing. These people are dark. Apparently, they say that's bad luck. When you're going outside of a door and someone's coming in, you're going out, that's coming in. But we don't believe in all that. We believe in the scriptures, right? So just notice you're under the shadow. Let's go to Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You see that? He that dwelleth in the secret place. And another thing, I got news for you. I shouldn't be quick to judge as well. Another thing I got to think about is you know, some of the people that walk past secretly, you know what they're doing? Giving you a thumbs up. Yeah, nodding their head. I appreciate what you're doing. So it's not everyone that's against you. You've got to realize that. Now, is there certain people within your community that spread rumors, talk shit, try to smear you? Yeah, they're narcissists. It's not everyone that's against you. And you had a woman that walked up. I kind of prejudged her. She had her hands there. She looked at the sign and remember. These people, they're just doing what their handler tells them to do. A lot of these people, they want to learn, but some of them will get told off if they're around here and they see what we're doing. Right, man? So that's what they do. They get told off. So they watch you like Nicodemus. Nicodemus got told off. Nah, he would have got told off. That's why he came to Yahushua by night time. That's why he came to Yahushua by night time. Okay? Oh my God, the energy's so clear. The energy's good. There's some good energy. And I can smell the berries. It's that morning dew. We need to do this more. Get out in the morning and do these lessons, man. Come on. Like, bro, this is work. Don't let no one fool you and trick you out of your blessing. The blessing will come. Just stay faithful to Yahweh Shai. That's all. Oh, he's not going far enough. Don't go too far. You don't need to go too far. Because in the Roman Empire, in war, when you spread yourself, one thing I found out, I love traveling. When you spread yourself too far, that's how the enemy has more time to plan and strategize his attacks. That's how the Roman Empire got took down. That's how the Roman Empire got took down. Because it was stretched too far. They were over here, over there. Bro, I love studying war. That's one thing. I love studying war, battle strategies, and so forth. But the Lord is our what? Our protection. So sometimes you don't need to go far. You know, you don't need to do that. But use wisdom in everything you're doing. Use wisdom. This is Psalms 91. Yeah, he's going. They're going. It's the same old tactics. The devil's got the same tactics. The first one was, he's useless. They still going. You can see it. Yeah, we can see it. They got that look about them. You can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Well, who's telling you to say these things? Your Masonic leaders. Baba Kashah. Gone. It was like Elijah with the prophets, the 400 and something prophets of Baal. You had Elijah, you had the 400 prophets of Baal that represented the occult at that time. All right, let's see what else we got. Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in I would like to go to Psalms 91 because this is something that's I've been pondering upon. And 13. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder and the young lion and the dragon shall thou trample under feet. It says that we should trample under the lion. The lion, under a lion. Your enemy has a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And what? The adder. What's the adder? An adder is a snake. Someone gave me some advice yesterday. He said, you know what? We're going to go to this as well. Trample under feet. And we're also going to go to Luke. Now, an adder is a snake, right? What does a snake do? Is it capable of harm? A snake is capable of harm. There's black mamba, very lethal snakes, black mamba, anaconda, python, right? Which that python spirit is in a lot of these warlocks. They have a python spirit. What does a snake do? A snake, it has the way of twisting its body, going in crevices, out, in, out, crevices, and so forth. Snakes have the ability to do that. So we're going to go to Luke. There's something. Let's go to Luke 10 and 19. It says, behold, hold on. What does a snake do? It goes through crevices. And another thing a snake does, it could potentially kill you if you're not careful. If you get bitten by a snake, that could be potential risk. If you get bitten by a snake. So the scriptures do say, I sent you among sheep. I'm losing my train of thought. The scriptures do say, behold, I give you power to tread upon serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. It says snakes and scorpions, so it's referring to people out here, not all, as snakes and scorpions. Type in a scorpion. Scorpions can be tiny to the size of your hand and even bigger. Jamaica, they have scorpions the size of your hand. The black scorpion is venomous, highly venomous. All scorpions are. So he's referring certain people to scorpions. So they have the ability to harm you, kill you. But that's if you don't step upon them through the word. So yeah, there is an element of danger. Or then the scriptures wouldn't say that. But the Lord's given us the power and authority to tread upon a scorpion and a snake. And the snake, what does a snake have? Venom. And this person told me yesterday, you can't be surprised if you're going into the wilderness and a snake bites you, right? It bites you. You can't say, oh, the snake bit me. It's a snake. It's a serpent. So what does this mean? When you're amongst certain people, if you know they have snake qualities, what do? Right? You trample upon them through the words and you keep them at bay because you know a snake can be potentially harmful. This is why I love, listen to Wadi Habashai. Every time you go into these scriptures, there's a new element of understanding. The Lord's given you the power. Let's read this again. Behold, I give unto you power to tread upon serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. And now it says over all the power of the enemy. All the power. More honeypots. Morning. How you doing? More honeypots, Mama Kusha. You said morning, hi. She looks nice as well. But we got to stay focused. So I've given you that to tread upon serpents and scorpions. Power. And nothing by any means shall hurt you. Nothing by any means shall hurt you. Nothing. Nothing by any means shall hurt you. Nothing. Yeah, that's power. That's power. But you also have to come in agreement with that. You have to come in agreement with it. Okay? Notwithstanding in this rejoice, not that the spirits are subject unto you. Remember, they're subject to you. You got a nice smile. The spirits are subject unto you. It says it. They're subject to you. Right? But rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. Right? Your names are written in heaven. So brothers, listen, I'm excited. Your names are written in heaven, written down in the book of life. Some to everlasting shame, some to everlasting what? Joy and peace. Written. Oh, you can feel it in the air. You can feel it. Oh, you can feel your Habashai spirit. Baba Kisha right there. Feel his Holy Spirit through the earth. Baba Kisha. We're winning. Anytime you're feeling down, depressed, get into these scriptures. This is our healer. This is our intercessor. Okay? The left-hand side is losing, and the right-hand side is winning. We have Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the gates of hell shall not prevail. So I'm going to shut off here. Lord, within this was edifying, and until the next time, I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Baisham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Wahava Karkwadash. Keep pushing on. Stay resilient, stay consistent, and keep that momentum, because the enemy, he has a thing of breaking that momentum through phone calls, through distractions, through noise campaigns. Keep that momentum. Hope this was edifying, and until the next time, shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.